Good morning, kamorkada! Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao! Eto na tayo, live na live ang inyong mga kamorkadas! Kasama niyo na ngayong araw ng Friday. Unang Biyernes para sa November 3, 2023. Ano na kami kamorkada dahil ako, espesyal ang ating araw today! Naku sa ating mga kamorkada, nanonood na po mga nasa live po natin mula po sa ating Facebook pages ng MOREntertainment, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, at pati sa MOREntertainment YouTube channel. Good morning at iba pang mga streaming platforms. So Maki, ready ka na bang batiin ang ating mga kamorkadas kung saan shinare mo ang ating live sa mga Facebook groups? Nakasama ka? Go!
Totoo yan mga kamarkada. Sobrang dami na nila ating ABS-CBN kapamilya, new ABS-CBN Live. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much sa ating always angat na kapamilya, ABS-CBN Forever. Maraming salamat po sa Diskarte MOR. Aba, ating mga kauban diyan ng mga Bisaya diyan sa Cebu. Daghang salamat sa iyong mga tanan. Always forever mga kamarkada. Maraming salamat sa ABS-CBN kapamilya. Kapamilya Online Live, thank you so much. And of course, di din mawawala ang ABS-CBN online na Facebook page mga kamorkada. Kaya don't forget to like and share our video. Ito mga kamorkada, ang dami pa. Kapamilya Forever, ABS-CBN Kapamilya, My Only Radio for Life, at ang ating Kapamilya Channel Facebook group, Kapamilya Forever. Maraming salamat. Ngayon ko na rin, ang dami-dami na natin mga groups, mga kamorkada. Maraming salamat. Okay, so sa ating mga kamorkada, sobrang saya natin today kasi ngayong araw, internationally acclaimed, international award-winning musical director na proud Phil ang mga kamorkada. At ngayon, magpapasabog siya sa inyong mga favorite na mga OPM classic with an international and OPM legend twist. Naku, kinikilig talaga ako kay TROY LAURETA, mga kamorkada dito sa
Yes!
Perfect na panimula for November 3, mga kabarkada, habang patapusin natin yung ating week ng long weekend, mga kabarkada. Diba?
Correct. Naku, it's our privilege na makasama TROY LAURETA dito sa Good Time. Naku, pinapakinggan lang, pinapanood lang kanyang mga collabs sa ABS-CBN Star Music, pinapatugtog sa streaming platforms like Spotify at marami pang iba. Ngayon, makakausap natin siya live na live dito sa Good Time to. Kaya kamorkadas, i-ready na ang inyong mga comments, ang inyong mga pabati dahil babasahin rin namin yan dito sa ating programa. Kaya maraming salamat dahil nga mga napapanood lang natin pinapakinggan yung mga tracks niya with of course international and local artists na talaga namang known sa buong mundo. Eh ngayon, makakausap na natin siya, Maki. Kaya naman sa ating mga kamorkada, eto pa sa kanyang full-length album. Kaya batiin muna natin kung kanina binati mo ang ating mga kamorkadas sa ating Facebook groups. Ito naman ang ilan sa mga nanonood sa ating MOREntertainment YouTube channel at sa ating MOREntertainment Facebook page mula sa MOREntertainment Facebook Manila. Ito, good morning muna kamorkadas kay Troy mula kay James Vergara, nanonood sa atin sa MOREntertainment YouTube channel. Ayan, maraming salamat. Special ang araw namin to dahil kay TROY LAURETA, sabi niya sa ating programa. Maraming salamat. Emerita Figueras, hello kay Mami Emerita, kay Nora Noya, thank you so much. Happy weekend everyone. Yung pagdagdag ni Ate Emerita sa ating programa. At sa lahat na rin po nagsha-share at nagla-like, sina Honey Jimenez, Mark Louis Espiritu, thank you so much. At sa ilan pang mga kamorkada. Baka may hahabol ka pa dyan, Maki, bago natin makausap na agad-agad si Troy dito sa Good Time to.
Totoo yan. Gusto ko lang batiin ang ating ma'am, Maki Mikay, mga kamorkada, sa mga big fans ni TROY LAURETA. O yan, sinabi ko na yan. Kay Ray, maraming salamat. Maria Cecilia De Jesus, Jana Mansiri ng MOR Philippines My Only Radio. Cherry, maraming salamat. Boris Moreno, Mecca Mancio, maraming salamat kay Sheila De Paz Gongora. Kathleen K. Muralia, maraming salamat. Mark Lopez, thank you so much. Thank you so much kay Cesar Montana Eyasiro at maraming salamat sa ating mga kapamilyas dyan. Florence Munar, maraming salamat. Charles Boleche, thank you so much. Stephanie Perez, Miss Emerita Figueras ng ating kapamilya Forever. Beninic, maraming salamat. And of course kay Jay Colera. Kaya saan ka man mga kamarkada, kahit na long weekend tayo mga kamarkada, mga Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, may kamarkada ka, simulan natin sa Luzon.
Naibagamigad ka na kayo aming kamarkada mula dito sa Luzon, dito sa Baguio City. Eto si Bog Bastic ang inyong kasama. At from Luzon, diretso na tayo dyan sa Visayas. Na dyan naman si Maki ko. Go Maki, ready ka na?
Ako naman po si Maki ko, representing the beautiful islands of Visayas, ang mga kauban ng mga Bisaya diha, mga waray-waray, mga hiligay noon, o mga Bisaya nga naa diri sa Visayas karon mga kamarkada, bisag taas kayo mga kamarkada ang aton weekend. Nako, paubantang tanan dinhi karong adlaw para mas masaya mga kamarkada ang ating umaga. Okay, so let's go mga kamarkada. Nandito na po si Troy Laureta mga kamarkada at ready na mag-booking sa kanyang bagong album mga kamarkada entitled Dalamhati. Nako, bakit Dalamhati din pala ang title ng song na to?
Nako, malalaman natin yan, Maki. Dahil yung curiosity natin, mismo siya na makakasagot na live dito sa Good Time to. Kasama na natin, Troy Laureta sa Good Time to. Dapat pala sabay tayo, sorry. Sinolo ko. Eto na, guys.
Hello?
Ayan, narinig nyo na guys! Narinig nyo na ang ating kasama. We have live dito sa Good Time to. It's a privilege dahil kasama na natin ang mga favorite OPM songs kasi talaga natin, Maki, at sa ating mga kamorkada, di ba? Talagang ilang beses natin ipapatugtog yan kahit nasan ka man. At dahil of course, dun sa ating guest ngayon, nakasama natin, dinadagdagan niya ng twist at talagang mas lalo natin pinapakinggan. Kaya pag-uusapan natin yan, dahil live dito sa Good Time to, we have award-winning musical director and producer with his latest full-length album, Dalamhati. Title pa lang mapanakit na, pero makakausap natin siya. Let us welcome the one and only Troy Laureta. Good morning!
Good morning! Hi guys! It's so good to be here.
Alam mo, kinikilig kami sa iyo, Troy, kasi sobrang idol ka namin na musical director and producer. Umabot na tayo ng volume 3 at sobrang saya namin every time ka nagpapalabas ng mga bagong volumes ng iyong album. Kaya, kamusta naman yung long weekend mo, Troy? Kasi it's a long weekend ngayon. How did you spend your Halloween and your undas?
I spent my Halloween working. So I'm living vicariously through every Filipino that's on vacation right now.
Nako, ganun tayo, Troy. Baka this weekend, pwede tayong pumabol sa beach, tama?
Yes. Take me with me. Take me with you.
Yes. Nako, Troy, thank you so much for joining us. Grabe. It's our pleasure of talking to you. Grabe yung mga collabs mo. Ito full-length album na, nako, Dalamhati. Eto nga, para sa ating mga kamarkada, before we talk about your music, paano pala discover yung passion mo for, of course, music?
Well, I'm Filipino, so music is innate, is like born with me, right? So my dad was a singer and a guitar player, so I discovered my love for music at a very young age. I did a lot of music with my sister, Chessa, and, we spent all our lives just kind of singing together, playing the piano, producing music, so I discovered the love of music, I think, when I was about 5, and I knew I wanted to be a musician.
So, of course, very Filipino yung mga videoke, Troy. So, ano yung pinakamataas mong score sa videoke? What was your highest score?
My highest, darling, 100, baby.
Yes!
Yan ang gusto natin. Mga kabarka, tatak Filipino talaga, 100 ang score sa videoke. And now you're out with your album na Dalamhati, di ba? Kwentuhan mo naman kami about your album, Troy.
Yes, Dalamhati is my third and final OPM album of the Troy Laureta OPM series. And it's basically my heartbreak album. It's my I did 3 albums and I wanted to curate parang yung teleserye kind of vibes to the way that I wanted to end the trilogy. So Dalamhati is my hugot album basically.
Gusto pa namin na continuation kasi volume 1 was Kaibigan, right? Tapos after volume 2 was Giliw, so that's love. Kaibigan, Giliw. Then now, Dalamhati, Heartbreak. How about a moving on album next time? Like
dagdagan pa natin.
You never know, darling. You never know.
Yes! Pero speaking of your latest album, of course, Dalamhati, eto na, kasi kanina rin namin tinatanong sa sarili namin ni Maki, why the title Dalamhati? Doon na tayo, para malaman namin mismo for you, Troy, why did you choose this title for your third album?
Dalamhati, well, as you guys know, Dalamhati means sadness, very depression. And, I wanted to shine light as a musician, and I've done a lot of great things. And I kind of curate my social medias to show like the good stuff, yung mga awards, yung mga great shows. And I don't think a lot of people get to see the process. And and a lot of art comes from pain. So with Dalamhati, I wanted to make it a little more personal for me. As a musician, I go through my own inner saboteurs, my mental health, and insecurities. And I wanted to not just celebrate our music, but shine light on topics na hindi super comfortable. Like we don't talk about it enough. And I wanted to show that someone like a Troy Laureta still goes, even though God has taken me to so many great places, like I still go through all that stuff that every musician goes through. And I wanted to people to be heard and be seen and understood, and wanted to, celebrate, shine light on those things through music. So, yun.
Oo, nakaka-shock, no? Yung nakakatuwa at naiyak kami dito sa musika mo dito sa Dalamhati. Ang gaganda ng renditions, yung mga classic OPM songs natin, Troy. Kasi you collaborated not only with great, the legendary OPM singers, kundi pati mga international artists na pak talaga para sa amin. How did you get the idea to come up with such a great feat like this, Dalamhati, and your full volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3? How did you come up with the idea?
I've had this idea since I was a teenager. I wanted to. I always loved OPM, and whenever I, was able to have the privilege of performing with different artists, I always kind of had in the back of my mind, paano kung sila if they were to sing yung songs natin, di ba? Like, pangako kailangan kita. I always had that not weird, but parang very different idea. And then it wasn't until the pandemic that I got the courage and, it was the right time to ask my friends, like, do you guys want to do this with me? It's something very for the culture. It's something very musical. And yeah, I just love Filipino music. So, and ever since I could remember, I wanted the people that I worked with to sing our songs because it's so good. It's really bomb. Our music is amazing.
Yes, and thank you for doing that, Troy. Kasi nga, for us, na before you did this, the albums and the collabs, iniisip natin before na parang, kaya ba? Parang ganon. Tapos, when you release some parts, oh my gosh.
Kayang-kaya!
Correct! Di ba? Yun, as in, sobrang, wow, grabe, nagawa ni Troy yun.
Alam mo kasi, Troy, di ba, mahilig tayo, mga Pilipino, kumakanta tayo ng Korean, ng American, ng mga songs. Tapos ngayon, it's very amazing na international artists singing Filipino language talaga na song. Kaya sobrang galing, di ba, Bong?
Totoo. And eto nga rin, pati dito sa Dalamhati, your career single, Akin Ka Na Lang, of course, with Jordan Sparks. Alam naman nating lahat, Jordan Sparks from American Idol, di ba? Pinapakinggan natin yung mga kanta niya. Paano mo napakanta si Jordan Sparks? And of course, go ahead, Troy.
It's a very interesting story, and a lot of people don't know it because I haven't told this story too often. But Jordan Sparks was my first audition as a musical director, my first major audition, and that was probably 15 years ago. I didn't get it. For whatever reason, I wasn't ready. I was very young, so I didn't get the audition. I remember crying, like, parang, oh my God, my life is over. Jordan doesn't, like the team didn't like me, but it was such a full circle moment because 2 years ago, we were able to reconnect, and I just asked her like, hey, the Philippines loves love songs, and you love love songs, and there's a great song called Akin Ka Na Lang that was done by Morissette and written by Kiko Salazar. And she heard the song. She kind of like followed we followed each other in our careers for the past couple years, and such a full circle moment. She said yes. And we recorded it. And, coming from the audition 15 years ago to now doing a record with her and working with her a little more regularly, it was just such a blessing for me. It's Jordan Sparks, di ba? I'm gagged.
Oo nga. 6 American Idol yun. Siyempre, nakapatagalog mo, Troy. May mga Tagalog words mo siya nahirapan i-pronounce. Anong word kaya yun?
I think, the Filipino language is not so hard because it's very like Latin influence and very open. But I think the one, and not with Jordan necessarily, but just in general, I think a lot of the words with the NG, like nga and ngunit, I think that's the one that's like, ooh, it's something new to sing. It's very different for the.
Kasi NG and NM mga kamerkano, Mga ganun. Kaya naman pala, no? Ano yun, including the intro and outro na sobrang sassy ang iyong intro at outro pala sa Dalamhati, Troy, no? There are 24 songs in this album. How did you choose the songs na kasama dito sa album na to? Kasi ang dami, 24, ha?
Well, I wanted to choose again. The albums are very personal to me, so there's a lot of beautiful OPM songs, but these songs in particular are songs that I've sung, I played as a kid. We played it at the different weddings, the parties. So it's music that I grew up with. It's music that speaks to me, and also obviously I love ballads, so I'm a sucker for a love song. So I wanted to make sure that there was some singing in the OPM in the OPM songs that I chose. So
Okay.
Wow, di ba? And eto, aside from Jordan's parts, of course, ang dami rin mga international stars dito, Troy, with your album, Pia Toscano, Lauren Alred, Catherine McPhee Foster, and eto rin, kasama rin sa Dalamhati, classic OPM songs tulad ng Gusto Ko Nang Bumitaw, Kailan Kaya. Grabe ito. Overall, kasi you mentioned a while ago working with Jordan's part. How was it like working with them? Pia Toscano, Lauren, Catherine McPhee Foster.
it's a very it sounds like I'm being dramatic, but it's a very out of body experience for me, very surreal. I'm able to work with these artists when I'm doing their shows or their songs, but to be in the studio with them and kinakanta nila yung Tagalog, like at the first line, lagi na like I'm watching them, the visual of them singing it to me, and it's just such it's a blessing. Kilig, super kilig, nakakakilig talaga. Like what, and to be able to doing Filipino music is like random, you know what I mean? Everyone is like K-pop and all that. So when I got this idea and they were able to say they said yes to me, it was just such a I was very touched. It's something that they believed in the project, they believed in the music, and working with them in the studio, they were the ultimate professionals. They came in and most of the artists did the songs in like 1 or 2 hours and tapos. Like it was
What?
very quick.
Wow.
So
Ang galing talaga pala ng mga international artists natin. Pero syempre, Troy, di rin nagpakabog ang mga OPM legends natin. Di ba? Kasi
Yeah.
kasama natin Regine Velasquez Alcacid. We have Ogie Alcacid dito sa Dalamhati. Martin Rivera pa ba naman? Morissette is also here. And of course, Jed Madela. Sherin Reyes, mga kamerkada, and many more OPM legends. Sino ba mas madali i-produce? Sino ba mas madali i-produce? Yung mga international artists ba, Troy? Or mga OPM legends?
I think, well, the OPM legends have the leg up. They speak Tagalog, but for the most part, for not for the most part, for all of the parts, like the artists that I chose for this album have been such professionals. They were very easy to produce, and I was very intentional about choosing yung mga singers na I knew that could handle the music. So they all can sing, honey, and they sang their booties off. Yeah, very easy, super easy. The beautiful art comes easy when you have like people like Regine and Pia Toscano. Their instruments are just so easy to work with and fun to work with. So
Wow. And Troy, sasabihin na namin agad ni Maki, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Oo.
Kasi
Totoo yan.
sobrang grabe, alam mo yon, di ba talagang tayo, dahil nasa puso't isip na natin ng OPM for doing this album na maraming salamat kasi nga, at the end of the day, Troy, with all of your international awards recognitions, you have always pushing OPM to its best. Pero ito gusto namin malaman, Troy, what do you love most about OPM or original Pinoy music?
we can go on forever, but I think like the one thing, the most important thing I love about OPM is, besides like the musicality, is that the heart. Being in the Philippines, I see how hard my people work, how every day is like, even working with the artists this past week, like traveling from places like Laguna to Manila to do one song and be in full form and full makeup, and just to see, and it reflects in the music, the way that the passion, the hard work, and the resilience of our people is so reflected and embedded in our music, and I can hear it. I can hear the redemption of our people. I can hear the celebration, the sadness, just all aspects of our life is embedded in our music, and not a lot of genres of music does that. When I hear OPM, it's like all puso, like all heart, all soul, and I'm just it's an honor to be able to render these songs for my people.
Oo, totoo yan, Troy. Alam mo, proud na proud kami sa'yo. Pinagmamalaki ka namin sa mga kaibigan namin.
Totoo,
And we're looking
as in.
forward to more. 'Di ba? Siyempre, OPM, magre-request na kami sa susunod mong album. Sana dagat sa tag mga kauban ng mga Bisaya nga naadiri, mga hiligay noon, mga waray-waray, mga Chabacano, ug mga
Yes!
'di ba? Mga let's go for volume 4 na. Magre-request na kami sa'yo.
That's a great idea to do volume 4 in all the different languages that we have in the Philippines. Oh, how beautiful.
Totoo
Genius,
yan.
Mackie.
Yeah, I love it. Ay, kasama na ako sa song credits. Ay,
Yes, co-pro.
uy, syempre ang daghan sa tag mga kauban din ni Troy nga gusto nga mag-follow sa footsteps mo, 'di ba? Ano bang advice mo sa mga kamarkadas natin at kapamilya na gusto din maging isang musical director tulad mo?
I say follow your dreams. Dream big. You know, being a Filipino in a American industry, it hasn't been easy, but I just continue to pray, to work, and just use like what I learned as being a Filipino to get myself ahead. And let me just tell y'all this, like when you are able to celebrate who you are, everything that you are, because there was a time where I wanted to be super American because I didn't want people to know like, oh, Filipino siya or Asian. Like, you know, I was very like almost ashamed to be who I was. And when I began to just celebrate and accept who I was and let that shine, I'm telling you, it opened so many doors for me. And people saw the passion, they saw everything that I just said, the resilience, the struggle, they saw all of that, the honesty. So it really helped me being a true to myself as a Filipino, helped me become what I am today. So
Maraming salamat, Troy. And of course, this advice, I'm sure, para sa lahat yan sa ating mga kamorkada. Kaya naman ako, eto na, Troy. To, of course, complete your experience dito sa Good Time to, may ginawa kaming challenge para sa'yo. So, Troy, I know, but it's just gonna be a good time talaga. Stick tayo with our title of our program, Good Time. So, eto na, with your album, Dalamhati, eto, nagawa namin ng Dalamhati Bookingan Challenge with Troy.
Totoo yan. Kasi we want see in the morning. Alam mo, umaga, we want see at bookingan dito sa Good Time to, Troy. Kaya dito sa ating challenge, we'll be showing scenarios and you will make booking. Sino sa mga nakatrabaho mo sa Dalamhati na album ang mag-best describes ang ating scenario? We want bookingan for today's video. Okay? Kaya ready ka na ba, Troy, sa ating Dalamhati Bookingan Challenge?
ready.
Okay.
Ito na ating first scenario natin, mga kamorkada. Sino sa mga international artists ang pinakakinabahan kang ka-collab for Dalamhati? Ayan.
Oh, Lord. Okay. There's beautiful artists all over my album, but the one artist that there was two, but the one artist that I was very, very nervous for was Catherine McPhee Foster. Only because she was so easy to work with. Obviously, she's a beautiful person, but she is the wife of my boss, David Foster. So, and everyone that knows David Foster, siya yung hari ng love songs, the god of all, you know, ballads. So, there was a lot of pressure to parang like, okay, you're doing this for my wife, so parang I need to make it perfect for him to hear it. So him and another one would be Layla Hathaway because she is a musician. So you know, when you work with singers that are also have a good ear and are, you know, have education when it comes to music, is parang, oh my god, like, are you gonna hear every mistake, every little thing that I do? So those two. I was very nervous.
So ano yung natutunan mo? Sabi mo nga na you were boss mo si David Foster, the David Foster. Ano natutunan mo kay David Foster and Catherine McPhee Foster na parang best lesson na natutunan mo, Troy?
David always said this quote that I use all the time in my daily life in music. That good is the enemy of great. So whenever you do something, you gotta make it great, hindi good, to the top level.
O dapat ganun yung gawin natin, mga kamarkada. We have to be great. Na hindi enough ang good na lang. Oh,
Yeah.
Totoo. Kaya naman ako, eto naman, para sa ating bookingan, Troy, hindi pa tapos. Eto naman ating second bookingan challenge with you, Troy. Eto gusto namin malaman, sino naman sa mga OPM artists ang pinaka na-excite kang naging katrabaho for Dalamhati?
Oh my good. I mean, everyone, but the I think my answer is going to be obvious, and anyone that has followed Kaibigan to Giliw to Dalamhati knows I am a full-on Reginator. I love Regine Velasquez. For me is queen. I followed her music and Sir Ogie's music since I was a young kid. It has gotten me through some terrible times in my life. So I'm very yeah, Regine Velasquez. That was the most. I was nervous. I was excited. I was crying. I was everything when working with Miss Regine. So
Kasi you work with her sa 1, 2, at now sa 3 sa For Dalamhati, Troy. Ano yung naging reaction niya na parang kinukuha mo pa rin siya sa iyong mga albums and for your directing and producing? Anong sinasabi ni Miss Regine?
I mean, we these past couple years we've kind of like been able to work with each other a little more. She sang at my show last year. I think like it's been great, happy. I mean, it's kind of funny you're asking me that question because you should be asking me that question. Like, how do I feel?
Oh.
She's worked with everybody in the world, and I'm just very grateful that she allowed me to be in her space, into her world. Not a lot of people get a chance to do that, so I'm very I don't know, I'm humbled, and I'm hoping that she enjoys working with me, which I think she does naman po.
Oo, hindi naman umabot yun ng volume 3 kung
Yeah.
kung hindi siya
Oo naman.
nag-enjoy.
At
Alam siya sa
saka,
susunod. Oo.
di ba? At yes naman, kasi alam natin lahat, Regine yan, di ba? Pag pinanood
Yes.
Regine, my
Yes.
gosh, di ba? Talagang, oh my God, ito na talagang epitome ng lahat ng, yung ramdam mo yung na-feel ni Troy, the
Yes.
excitement, the nervousness, and all, ito na nga. So, okay,
Kami
para
nag-enjoy
naman,
din kami
Abby,
makinig sa mga naka-collab book, Troy. Parang yung kinikwento mo ito, parang kinikilig ka pa rin sa kanila. So we have to name your volume 4 kilig. Mga ganun na
Kilig.
dapat yun. After Dalamhati, kilig.
Kilig.
Ngayon naman, Troy, naku, we will make you booking yourself. Okay, eto. Eto, ang ating next scenario. Anong song sa Dalamhati ang most played on your personal streaming app? So ano yung pinaka-personal favorite mo dito sa Dalamhati, Troy?
You know what? I love all the songs. I can't really choose, but the one I'll answer the question like this: like the one track that affects me the most, and I cry, or sometimes depending on the moment I cry or laugh, is the first track. It's my intro. It's basically a testimonial, a monologue to how I wanted the Philippines, how I wanted to be introduced to the Philippines, and it just basically kind of gives you a summary of the things that I've went through as a musician, as on my journey to becoming TROY LAURETA. It gives you a little insight to my life, and I never really do that. I'm very personal with my things, and for the first track, I wanted to start the track very open and honest. So the first track, Damien Coldheart.
Alam mo, Troy, if you were going to ask me ano yung favorite track ko sa Dalamhati, I was supposed to say the intro as well. Kasi parang kakaiba nga, I was telling you that kanina, parang iba yung sass, iba yung, parang ito yung buong story mo, nandun na sa intro. Kaya sa ating mga kamorkadas, listen to Dalamhati and listen to the first track, yung intro, yung Cold Heart, mga kamorkadas. Sobrang ganda mga kamorkadas. So, sa ating mga kamorkadas, nalampasan mo, Troy, ang ating bookingan challenge. And we're so excited for more. But we can't get enough of this Dalamhati. So, in the future, Troy, sino bang artist, international man, at isang OPM legend ang gusto mo pang makatrabaho in the future? Yung hindi mo pa nakatrabaho before, ha? Magmamanifest tayo today.
Oh my God, there's so many artists I want to work with. But in terms of OPM, since we're, that's the theme, I would love to work with artists like Skusta Klee. I would love to work with Moira. I would love to work with Eraserheads. There's just so many. Filita Corrales. Like, let's do a Kundiman album, baby.
Yeah.
Oo, ganda na yan. O nakikinig na yun ngayon ng ABS-CBN Star Music. So go, go, go. Let's make it. International artist naman, Troy. Sino gusto mo pang makatrabaho?
The one artist that is queen for me that I haven't had the privilege of working with, and I've worked with a lot of great artists, is Barbra Streisand. I would love to work with her.
Yes.
She is the elusive diva. Like, just I don't know where she is in the world, but I would love to work with her, and I would also love to work with Celine Dion. I've met her a couple times, but we never really got into like the studio or in the live setting. And I would love to work with her. Obviously, everyone loves Celine Dion, so those are my two queens.
We perfect na Barbara Streisand, Celine Dion, Pita Corrales, Moira, tapos may Eraserheads, tapos Kustakli, mga
Kasta,
kabarkada.
yeah.
Oo, ano na yun? Kundiman. Volume 4, Kundiman, out soon. Like that. Okay? Maraming salamat, Troy. We enjoyed. Ano pa bang aabangan namin sa'yo? Diba? After this dalamhati, ano pa bang aabangan namin sa'yo, Troy?
I'm gonna be continuing. I want to make it clear that, even though this is the last of my trilogy, I'm never gonna stop making OPM music, and you never know what I have coming in terms of me producing more Filipino music. But stay tuned. I'm probably gonna have more shows coming up, music videos coming up for Dalamhati, and I'm just gonna continue to raise the flag for us and continue to support original Filipino music, even if it's not for like another volume. I'm still gonna produce and. You just never know when something's gonna drop. So,
Aabangan namin yan, Troy. And aabangan namin pagbalik mo dito sa Good Time. And thank you for joining us this morning. Grabe, we enjoyed talking to you, sobra.
This made my entire morning. I'm so happy to be here. And it was such a good time, okay? It was such a good time.
And eto na, Troy, invite mo. I'm sure lahat ng mga ating mga kamorkada, eto sa mga di pa nakakapakinig pero gusto pang pakinggan or on repeat, invite our kamorkadas to stream the album Dalamhati and to follow you on your social media accounts. Troy, this is your chance. Invite our kamorkadas. They are watching right now.
Yes, mga kamorkadas, please continue to support Dalamhati at Troy Laureta Opium Collective Volume 3. And, you can look on Star Music's YouTube page for all the lyric videos, music videos, and it's available on all digital platforms. Thank you so much for supporting not just me, but our music. Please continue to support OPM, and it's such a beautiful genre, and mabuhay ang OPM.
Yay!
Swerte nito Dalamhati. Ito piniplay namin recently sa store namin at lumalaki yung kita namin, Troy. Kaya sa mga kamorkada, i-play and repeat itong Dalamhati, mga kamorkada. Alam mo, Troy, ang pangalan ng show natin is Good Time to. So, ano ba ang isang good time para sa isang Troy Laureta?
Good time for me is music and some good conversation like this. It's very stimulating for my mind. I love to talk with my people. I love to have conversations that spark my heart. I almost cried a couple times during this interview, you guys. So this was such a perfect way to start my morning, and it's nothing better than to spend it with you guys. So.
You're such an inspiration
Yes.
for everyone, mga kamorkada, and we want more from you, Troy. And maraming salamat. Kami na personally magpapasalamat ni Bong kasi sa mga fans mong gusto kang kausapin at busy ka, kami na magsasabi, maraming salamat sa iyong
Thank
pag-push sa OPM music to its limits and beyond, mga kamorkada. Kaya,
Maraming
again, mga
salamat.
kamorkada, stream Dalamhati from our award-winning and internationally acclaimed musical director Troy Laureta, mga kamorkada, out now on all digital streaming platforms, mga kamorkada. Maraming salamat. Troy, come back again sa Good Time to. Maraming salamat.
Troy!
Thank you,
guys.
Maraming salamat. Bye, guys.
Troy Laureta sa Good Time to. Thank you, Troy! Grabe! Naku, eto, nagtatay pa lang tayo. Pero grabe, maraming salamat, Troy Laureta. Grabe, we enjoyed talking to you so much. And thank you for raising the flag for all over the world, diba? For original Pinoy music, OPM, maraming salamat. Meg Diaz, of course. Star Music, maraming salamat sa ating mga kamorkada. Ako, looking forward pa sa ating mga hati ni Troy sa ating mga kamorkadas. And stream nyo na po, Dalamhati Kamorkada on all streaming platforms. Thank you so much, mga kamorkada, for joining us this Friday. Ang saya ng Friday natin, Maki.
Oh, totoo yan. Totoo ako, mga kamorkada, kasi kinikilig talaga ako sa musika ni Troy Laureta. Kasi rin mga kamorkadas, ayan. Thank you so much, mga kamorkada, kay Ea Sirot, Nora Noya, Emelita Figueras, mga kamorkada. Thank you so much, Matilda Lee, witty ni Troy, sabi na dito. And sa lahat ng ating mga kamarkada sa always present, Jello Alcantara, maraming salamat. Francisco Garcia, Sister Franz Atato, maraming salamat Sir Franz. Matilda Lee, thank you so much. At sa lahat ng mga present natin ng mga kamarkadas, Miss Meg Patano, Mark Betito, Leonardo Solayaw, maraming salamat. Mga soundman na namin nakikinig ha. Ayun, Beryl Cortez Generege, maraming salamat. Sherry Baclayon and Maria De Jesus and Jana Mansiri. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. And of course, eto rin kina Stroco. Thank you so much kina Heriberto Araliano Jr. Maraming salamat kay Liza Iso, Shirley Galicia, Legend Monte Castro, Francisco, Sir Franz, maraming salamat. Kina Maymay Villamor, kina Emerita Figueras, Jello Alcantara, thank you so much. Kina Ate Rowena Nazaro, Robbie Caparas, sina Lonnie Maningas, Nora Wayahani Menes, and of course, Mark Luis Espiritu. At sa lahat na nanonood at nag-enjoy rin with us talking to Troy Laureta dito sa Good Time To. Maraming salamat kamarkada for joining us next week. Marami pa kayong aabangan dito sa Good Time To dahil marami pa tayong makakasama, Maki. Sino bang ating makakasama next week?
Totoo yan. Kasama natin ang isang banda mga kamarkada on Monday, ang Acacia Juice on Monday, November 6. November 7 mga kamarkada, kasama natin ang Voice of Asia Grand Champion, Gianni Sarita mga kamarkada on Tuesday. Kasama naman natin si Fred Engay on Wednesday mga kamarkada, and Mary Oz Proud Cebuana mga kamarkada on Thursday. And on Friday mga kamarkada, marami pa tayong aabangan. Kaya we will see you mga kamarkada next week. At syempre, gusto din namin makiisa sa pamilya ng ating kamarkada, very loyal kamarkada na si Miss Charo Grace Nones mga kamarkada. At condolences to the family po of Miss Charo Grace Nones mga kamarkada. Mahal na mahal ka namin Miss Charo. Ayan, maraming salamat po Miss Charo. Okay, so next week mga kamarkada, we'll see you next week then. Ayan, dahil sa Good Time To, let's go!
Dahil nga sa ating mga kamarkada, hanggang next week, marami pa kaming hatid para sa inyo. Dahil dito sa GTT, sama-sama nating todo ang saya sa umaga dahil kwela at updated ito.
Dahil bidang-bida ka dito.
At syempre para sa inyo to lagi-lagi ito ang
Good Time To!
Bye guys! Happy weekend!
Miss
Troy,
Charo
thank
Grace
you so
Nones,
much.
I love you
Guys,
forever.
Dalamhati. Here we go guys!
Oras na mga Morgana para basahin pa yung mga humahabol niyong reaksyon. Hinggil dito sa kwento natin.
And still playing off our favorite songs in Beautiful Morning. At sa lahat ating mga madlang people, daming salamat for always staying tuned dito sa MOR.
And to all those who are listening and out pa sa ilang trabahuan, pati pagyapod sa work. Good evening po.
Okay, sorry mga Morgana, magandang umaga mga nakikinig sa atin.
Ilabas na ang lahat ng feels! Dahil #GoodTimeFeels tayo!